What's up, internet? My name's Ori. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. You like this video, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. Today is Friday, October 27th, day number 87 inside the Big Brother house. We've got a lot to go over because it was double eviction last night. Plus, we need to find out who the new HoH is because we went all the way from the final 7 to the final 5. There's a lot to go over. First off, with like the pre-show feeds, like anything that happened before yesterday's live eviction, not much. We went into the lockdowns waiting for eviction with Blue not knowing that she was going to be the one that was evicted tonight. Matt and Jag kept saying like, oh, we're going to tell her, especially Jag. He's like, I'm going to tell her, don't worry. Like, I'll get there, right? Like, it'll happen. But he just never did. He never got to that point where we saw it. He did, I think, eventually tell her before the episode because she was dressed up pretty much as Cinderella. That was kind of a whole thing. But yeah, it does seem like he finally did inform her. And then we also heard about more of that on the feeds, but we'll talk about that. I did like the little bit of the rewind edit that we got because we saw Felicia going to tell Jag about what Cirie had told her. So what they did with it was a fun little narrative editing style where they first had Felicia going to Jag super early in the morning. Like, I wish they would have had like, you know, the timestamp of like 10 in the morning. But they had her going to him and being like, listen, Cirie told me they're coming after you. Then they rewind to Cirie telling Felicia, like, Matt said he was going to go after Jag. Then they rewind again to Matt telling Cirie that, yeah, you know, like maybe final 4, we could go after Jag. Which, can we talk about that real quick? We mentioned it on the live feed update when this conversation happened. Going after somebody and being like, yeah, I'm going to make a move and I'm going to target somebody at final 4. But it doesn't matter. Final 4, whoever wins HoH, like, they're just safe. It literally doesn't matter who your nominations are. So to be like, yeah, I'm going to take the shot at Jag at final 4. Unless you win the veto, it doesn't matter. Like, you're not doing anything. So that was just kind of like a weird thing in general where people are like, yeah, he's going to take a shot. Like, at final 4, it doesn't matter. If anything, like coming up, like this is when he needs to take the shot. Like this upcoming eviction or the next one. Like you can't wait till final 4. At that point, are you really taking a shot? No, you're just kind of letting things play out the way they're going to play out. We did then see the actual first vote of the evening, where it did end up being Blue, who was evicted pretty much unanimously, where there wasn't really even much fanfare. The speeches were kind of fun from America, where she had a nice Mean Girls reference in her speech where she was like, who here has been hurt by the Jag man? Raise your hand. Even Jag raised his hand. He was like, hey, yeah, me too. Like, you know. But yeah, other than that, it was pretty straightforward with Blue being evicted and heading on out looking like Cinderella as she went to talk to Julie. But then that kind of takes us into our next big thing. It's the double eviction. Who's going to win HoH? Well, we went into this HoH. It was kind of a questions competition where they had different posters, and there would be different things about those posters you would have to pay attention to, look at the details. They would then ask you a question like, which one of these had a hat? So you had to do A, B, or C on which poster would match the question. And Cirie was crushing it. Cirie at one point had a 3-1 lead on everybody. Like she was crushing this competition, only to choke harder than my Phillies did going to the World Series. Like they couldn't get there, just like she couldn't win HoH. Heartbreaking for her. And I saw a few people say, oh, she threw the competition. Honey, no, she didn't. Like, I don't know how else to tell you guys this. Like, she did not throw that competition. Go back and watch it. Look at her face on each and every question. She's agonizing over each decision, and she's like upset with herself. She's like, Like I should have got that one right. Like, oh, it was that one. She not only wanted to win this competition, she kind of needed to win this competition. But in a way, I almost think she needed to win the next one even more. But we'll talk about that in a bit as well. Matt and Bowie both end up catching up to Cirie, and not only catching up to her, passing her, and both of them end up with a tie of 4. They have to do a tiebreaker, and Bowie ends up winning HoH for the second time this season. She, to no surprise to me, to some who thought, oh, Bowie will do it. Bowie will take a shot. She'll put up Jag. Not a chance. No, like I kind of laid it all out before the double eviction on how I thought things were going to go. And 100%, I just never saw a way where Bowie was going to end up putting up Matt and Jag. She's just way too close to them. It would have taken a lot for that to happen. And she ends up nominating America and Cirie, or excuse me, America and Felicia. Let me get the nominations up on the board for you guys. Boom. Oh, also, Matt won veto. Because they go into the next veto competition, and it's that one where it's kind of like a mix between Clown Shoe and like another like extra competition where you have to go run into the ball pit, find your ball, and then go run up the stairs and drop it into the little tube. Matt kind of crushes that one. Nobody else was really close. A few got like a couple of balls in, but you needed to get, I think it was 4 balls total in, and I think the next closest person was 2. So Matt kind of crushes and wins veto. He does keep the nominations the same. And then there was a funny little thing with America's speech on that one too, where she ended up being like, Jag, listen, forget about my last speech. Forget about that one. Listen, let's move on. Like, you're not evil. You didn't hurt anybody. We can move on from this, right? So that was pretty funny. But yeah, there wasn't really much for America to be able to do to be able to save herself. This was kind of a foregone conclusion as soon as she hit the block with Felicia, and then them not changing the nominees. There was no way for her to be able to kind of pull this off. She was going to be evicted and be the second person sent home in this double eviction. As let me just put America down here into the jury section, and we'll get this all up and ready for you guys, as I'm doing this kind of all on the fly as we're talking about this. I'm a pro. We're going to get this ready. We got this. Oh yeah, look at this. It's going to be great. Just vamping here as I get this all set up, and then boom, boom, look at that. There we go. There is your final 5. We have Bowie, Matt, Jag, Felicia, Cirie, the 4 people in the jury, Cameron, Cory, Blue, and America. Really kind of crazy that this is the final 5 that we end up with this season. And things are going to be a little weird because it's going to be really dependent on who wins HoH, right? Like who's going to be the next person to leave? Well, we know some stuff about this. And before we get into the feed spoilers, one more thing kind of note before the episode ended. We saw Matt and Cirie kind of having a little conversation as the credits were rolling. And she's like, hey, like, what's going to happen? Like, you know, if it's going to be me and Felicia. And Matt kind of reassures her. She's like, you're never going up, baby. And like gives her a hug, and like everybody's really cool about it. So Matt, right before the episode ends, promises Cirie that if he wins HoH, he's not going to put her up. Well, who do you guys think won HoH? Good old Matt. Matt wins HoH. And here's the problem. I don't know what Matt's going to do. I honestly have no clue at this point. Felicia's going to be up on the block. I can tell you that. Felicia will be nominated. Who's going to be sitting next to them? I don't know. I really don't, because he's promised Cirie safety, and I really don't think Matt wants to put up Cirie. He's also promised Jag and Bowie safety. So I don't think he wants to put up either of them. I really don't know who's he's going to put up. Now, the other little interesting thing about this is Bowie and Jag also had a little conversation already about potentially targeting Cirie this week, but not telling Matt any of this until after the veto competition and the veto ceremony is over. But they do want to vote out Cirie if she's on the block this week. So this is a big week on what happens here. What's Matt gonna do? And this is really kind of the first big tough decision that Matt's had to make in this game since he won the power and chose to save Jag all the way back earlier in the season. So it really going to be interesting to see how he goes about this and where his loyalties really lie. Because one of the things is he's been very loyal to Cirie since Reilly has left, because he's kind of made a promise to Reilly. Reilly said, hey, trust Cirie. Like, Cirie's the one to trust. So Matt's been kind of going on about this, about how like Reilly told him to trust Cirie. So that's what he's doing. And it was kind of Reilly's promise, the two of them, that they were going to stick together. Well, guess who wrote Matt's HoH letter? Yup, it was Reilly. Which I have to think here. I don't know if I remember a time where an evicted house guest wrote a current house guest an HoH letter. Like, I don't remember that. I might be wrong. It might have happened before, but I don't ever remember that happening before. There was also a picture with Reilly and Matt's mom in his basket as well. So I think that's really going to push this with Matt, that, hey, you made a promise to Reilly not to go after Cirie and that you were going to work with Cirie. So I don't think he's going to want to put her on the block. But also, he's got the final three with Bowie and Jag. I don't know. What do you guys think he's going to do? Will he just nominate Felicia and Cirie? Will he nominate Felicia and Bowie? Would he put up Jag? I honestly don't know what Matt's going to do. And I think Matt's even going to struggle with this decision. I think the most likely scenarios are either Felicia Cirie, or Cirie's able to convince him to put up Bowie, with the option being, hey, worst case scenario, we get rid of Felicia or Bowie. And if there's a chance, we can backdoor Jag. And I think that's what Cirie will try and push. If she ends up on the block, it might be bad. And Matt also has the tiebreaker. So whatever ends up happening, as long as the two votes are split, he can break the tie. But if it ends up being Cirie and Felicia on the block and Bowie and Jag are the ones voting, I think they just vote out Cirie, and Cirie's gone from this game. So let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below about what's going to happen this upcoming week. Who do you want to see Matt nominate? Do you want to see him nominate Jag and Bowie? I don't think we're ever going to get that, but do you want to see him nominate either one of them next to Felicia? Let me know in those comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I am finally starting to feel better. Thank you all for the well wishes, but it is still lingering, so I'm going to kind of cut this a little bit short, but that also really kind of covers everything that we have to for yesterday's live feeds, last night's live feeds, yesterday's live eviction. So it'll be really interesting to see how this week goes moving forward and what nominations will be today. So let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. You like this video, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. Check out the links to all my socials in the description down below. Pin comment. Check out all the stuff that you can follow me on. Support the channel all different which ways. But thank you guys all again so much for watching, and I will see you next time.